Make it big. Okay, today's story is number 25. Can you explain why suicide is absolutely wrong? Teen suicide is a serious social problem. People argue heatedly over who is to blame: schools, parents, or society as a whole. Undoubtedly, there are problems in all three sectors, but the debate will go on in circles as long as the essence of the problem is ignored. Why should people go on living no matter how painful it becomes? The answer to this question, the reason why suicide must never happen, is strangely missing from the debate. Without an answer, there is no way to develop meaningful countermeasures. Why stop someone from committing suicide? Could you confidently stop a suicidal person from ending their life? If every voicing of the eternal, universal quest for meaning is seen as harboring the potential for great happiness, then even this wave of tragedy can change into precious new bond with Buddha. Okay, very good. As we all know, or if you have learned Buddhism for some time, we learn that Buddha taught every single human life is infinitely precious. And that's because it's such a rare blessing to be alive as a human being. We have the famous parable of the blind turtle and the floating log. That is so rare for the blind turtle to find the hole in a floating log in the vast ocean. And to be born human is even more difficult, more unlikely than that, Buddha teaches. And so in Buddhism, yeah, so suicide is not a good option. It's like throwing away a gift, precious gift we have, which is our chance to find true happiness. If we were born as a cat or a dog, we just have to put up with suffering. Yeah, kind of trapped, just eat and sleep, and maybe they think a little bit about how to avoid suffering. They just avoid suffering, but they cannot solve it. Yeah, actually, when I talked about this problem, this topic with people, some people told me, "Oh, if they want to commit suicide, then they can go ahead." First I heard that, I was kind of shocked because I was like, "Wow, what if they're your family or friends? Where's your compassion?" And of course, in the medical establishments, some states they have passed the bill on the right to die, so there are those things too. So it's very confusing. It's like we are in this net of darkness. We don't see the clear answer to this question: why we should go on living no matter how painful life becomes. But actually, this question keeps crossing our mind if we are trapped in this net. A net is like something that makes it difficult to see the other side because of all the, horizontal and vertical lines. So it blocks our view, and also a net, like a fishing net, it deprives us of having freedom. We feel caught up in that net, so we're not free to move about here and there. And so this question keeps coming back again and again. Um, if we are blaming exterior elements, oh, schools are at fault. Actually, in Los Angeles, where I am right now, they talk a lot about drug overdose. It's a silent killer. A lot of people fall into that. It's a trap because it's so painful. And however, if we consider, it says, if every voicing of the eternal, universal quest for meaning is seen as harboring the potential for great happiness, then this tragedy can change into learning the Dharma and finding true happiness. So in Buddhism, everything turns into goodness. Because to ask this question, why do I have to live if my life is so painful? To ask this question is, first of all, it's very universal. There is no country on this earth, even what is it, Denmark, or the happiest country in this world, even such a country, for sure there are people who constantly ask this question. You know, they have this quest for meaning. Where is the meaning when it's full of suffering? And also, it's eternal. People have been asking this question since 2,600 years ago when Buddha was living, today, and even in the future. You know, these days people are asking or voicing concern about the development of AI. More and more jobs might get lost. And so people have all these concerns and anxiousness about what's going on. But all of these hardships are potential for great happiness if we look within and find the cause and effect relationship. What is the cause of my suffering? Once we find the root cause and have it eliminated, when the darkness is gone, then we can experience the joy of freedom. We will cut out of that net that it binds us so firmly, keeps us in pain. We will cut out of it, get out of it, and enjoy absolute freedom and absolute joyfulness. Okay, very good. So good job everyone for being here, practicing together. We're gonna have our happiness lab coming up soon. And have a wonderful start of your weekend. Bye.